Today I've portal jumped and I'm in a new reality. So welcome from my new reality. Today I'm going to be speaking about instant manifestation, a very, very powerful concept that I think I'm still trying to wrap and unravel my brain around, okay, and my mind around. So ultimately, I think this is going to be a very, very powerful topic that a lot of us can explore with our own daily schedules and lives and so forth. Because when I started to first look into Einstein's theory, okay, you start to notice that time was more relative than it is, and when you feel like you're going faster, sometimes you're going slower, and sometimes when you feel you're going slower, it feels like you're going faster, correct? So there's this kind of time distortion that happens, similar to when studying the flow state. I also noticed that polychronic cultures and monochronic cultures are different time ways that they experience time, right? So in another culture, you could have somebody multitasking very easily, okay? They're used to that. Whereas another culture needs to be very, very hyper-focused and in that high performance for that particular task, right? Or that industry and so forth. So there's sometimes an industry standard of focus and where you gotta focus and how you gotta focus. Now, of course, your attention spans are becoming less and less like an intelligent person, more and more like a bug, right? So we gotta understand, how do we optimize this? How do we hold our manifestations in our minds? How do we have that level of frame acceptance rather than frame control, where we start to override? Now, yesterday I was talking about this concept, right? You're the shit just because you are. There's no reason for it. You just simply are that, okay? So I talked about that yesterday, and now today I'm refining on the concept. So I call this video the Jeet of spirituality, because essentially that's kind of what Primal Sutra is. Also, shout out to Ryan G, who's having his competition today. I know he's gonna crush it. Let's go. Surya powers, upward spiral gang. May we never be the same again, okay? So, guys, let's tap in. Let's tap in with this truth, okay? So, number one, I want to teach you guys this technique. It's called a success collage, okay? Some of you might have heard it. I got it from a flow hacker quite recently, and I did his program. So I'm going to share some of the toolkits that I learned from that program and give it to you straight, okay? Now, number one is you got to understand what success means to you, your own definition of success, okay? And of course, I'm going to apply it towards our Primal Sutra tech and through this lens, okay? So, number one is, what does success mean to you? What does it look like? Not what society's idea of success is that's being projected onto you, but what is it really, right? Think about all of your highlight reels or peak performance moments in your own life, okay? So let's use an example, okay? Think about something that you're just really worried about, annoyed with, you're having anxiety with, or it's just something that just keeps bothering you in your mind, okay? Think about that problem or issue that you're going through, okay? Good. And now I want you to imagine that there's this giant collage, okay? This giant board of all of your past wins, okay? All of your memories where you've just crushed it, okay? It could be as simple as you just hugging your parents. It could be as simple as you just going to school and experiencing like some epic level of presentation where the teachers gave you like 5 gold stars or something, okay? Think about all those memories, all those moments where you felt the most successful, right? The most incredible, the most happiest, these peak performance moments that tap you and wire you into the now completely, okay? Think about that. Now, it's all on this collage board, right? So you can see pieces of your past on this collage board. Now, I want you to think about that problem again, okay? That little thing that was annoying you. Now that little thing is on the tiny little end of the collage board. It's so tiny, it's unrecognizable in regards to all of your successes. It just looks ridiculous kind of over there, right? And now, this is the part where I'm adding in my tech. I almost imagine all the successes become like this frequency, like this resonance, right? And that resonance slowly starts to spin like a vortex. And that little annoying thought or that memory of the problem that you're going through, it gets sucked in through all of the success energies, right? And so now your problem becomes a success. It becomes a part of the success storyline. And now you've just shifted your mood. Okay? So this is one of the quickest mood shifts that I've experienced. I'm a flow state consultant and a coach. And I understood this changes your mood fast, man. Right? Because we forget our past successes. We don't really hold them in our minds. Okay? We often rest on our laurels. That's correct. We think of the past like, oh, I got my, I want my mojo back, we say as adults. What happened to that mojo in the first place? Okay, we gotta unwire, unlayer, disentangle ourselves from these weird storylines and narratives that aren't serving us anymore. That's ultimately bottom line. Okay? So, when you do this success collage, it boosts your mood and it just transmutes the problem. Okay? You will figure out what to do because you'll see it now from a different layer, from a different perspective. Now it's a part of your success storyline. And so what are you going to do? How are you going to activate those things? Your subconscious mind will tell you. Okay? It'll tell you because it knows your success collage. It knows your success code. Okay? Give me a thumbs up. Let's get going. The next technique is meditation. Okay? Now meditation, everybody talks about it. There's thousands of benefits, stress relief, better immune system, all that stuff. But how I'm looking at meditation is a tool for your manifestation. And essentially, I want to bring in the concept of mindfulness, how you can bring all of your energy into the present moment. And from the present moment, you can manifest, correct? You can't manifest in the past or, yes, you are technically manifesting of the future, but you're not being able to feel the future. That's the issue, right? So the feeling is the secret, as Neville Goddard said. You got to understand how to feel into the now from the future, like the future is now. Okay, this is living as the wish fulfilled, as Neville Goddard says, as well as living it as if it's already happened, right? So you're basking and soaking in the afterglow of that event already having taken place. I was manifesting last night and I realized this. I was like, wait a second, I'm doing this thing all wrong. I'm trying to intellectually think of all of the old memories and just take them and not making them a natural part of a progression or a process in my day. And then I started understanding, wait a minute, I need to do more mental rehearsal, right? And so what I did is I just played some really relaxing music, okay, found some on YouTube, very Zen music. I got myself into a self-hypnosis. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that too. If you want more further assistance on that, you got to join the ADEPS program, okay? But I'm going to give you the keys here in this video, okay? So stay till the end to understand what that key is, okay? Now, I really want you to understand a few things before we get into that. Number one, you don't want to have a codependent relationship with like more than one person, even one person, right? But a lot of us, we have these relationships with people who don't give a fuck about us, right? Who don't really care about us, and we worry about their impression of us. They don't like you. Okay? Simple as that. Doesn't matter. They don't resonate with you. They don't, vibe with your content or whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's valid, right? Because not everybody's you're not gonna be an ice cream seller where everybody likes you, okay? Even ice cream sellers, I don't think everybody likes them because there's people who are like lactose intolerant or whatever, So irregardless, I think limit the number of things that you are just scattering your attention on. Okay, you're caring about too many people, you're caring about too many things, and it's scattering your mind into all of these different, themes. Whereas I want you to look at this thing like a movie, right? And so when you think of a movie, you're just sitting at the movie theater, right? And you're just watching the movie. You're not worried about like, who's eating the popcorn next to you. You're not worried about like how dark the hall is. I might trip over. You're not worried about, you're just immersed in the movie. And that's why I want you to think about it. The present moment is like, you are carrying that joy with you like a shadow. Think about this, okay? This is Jubilant June. And if we really want to embody those high states, those high frequencies of love, joy, enlightenment, peace, we really got to understand that's like our shadow following us around everywhere, right? It's always there. It's like a long lost friend that we've stopped paying attention to. So the moment we start paying attention to our own joy, our own, happiness, our own love within, that is our true self, right? Our loving, most unconditionally loved self is our true self. But we give ourselves all these patterns, okay? We give ourselves all these leeways. Now, I'm going to give you a very practical example of this, right? So Number one, I want you to audit the people in your life. I want you to audit the time you're spending doing little things like habits or scrolling the phone or whatever you're doing. Make an inventory, okay, of all of these things. And understand that you are not everything to everyone, okay? You are a very specific niche. You're a very specific individual, right? You're unique. You're the one guy at the top of the mountain who has this skill set. And I want you to double down and refine on that high income skill set and not focus on all of these other things that you're just constantly gravitating towards, okay? People will tempt you with all these different, oh, try this fad diet, try this other thing, okay? Try my course, it will bring you, okay? And we can go in a loop like that as self-help junkies, right? Not really finding and refining our own way, our own path, understanding you are the path. Okay, you are the pathless path, and that's the truth, baby. You just got to resonate at the frequency of what you most desire. But again, if you're really craving it and desiring it, it's like it's not even there, right? It's not even, you're not even tapped into it yet. Okay, so that's what I want to talk to you about. So the next thing is, remember when we were kids, right? And you got excited for Christmas, okay? Anybody remember that feeling that, oh, wait a second, Christmas is coming, Santa Claus is coming. Love Kendrick, bro. Christmas is coming, right? Santa Claus is coming. And that feeling, that rush of adrenaline, that rush of like excitement, right? Of going downstairs, seeing that you have presents underneath the Christmas tree, knowing it's going to be December 24th or 25th, right? The Christmas Eve to Christmas. You know in the back of your mind as a kid, right? Christmas is coming, right? You already know that. So similarly, the way you're going to manifest is to hold your manifestation like Christmas is coming, like it's going to show up, like it's already there, okay? Similar to, and when you were a kid, you weren't questioning it like, oh, I wonder if Santa Claus is going to come down the chimney, or maybe he's going to use the door this time, you know? We don't use our logical mind as kids. We're just like, Santa's coming, yay, right? So you got to focus on that, you got to focus on that excitement. The fact that the manifestation is appearing. There's magic around the corner. There's my manifestation right around the corner, and it's already here. It's already mine. Okay? You got to bask in the afterglow and wear that like a jacket throughout your day. You got to remind yourself of the manifestation, not just like, you know, kind of try on the jacket. Oh, whatever, dude. Doesn't fit me anyway. Okay? My reality is like this. And the biggest excuse that I see in people, man, that's just not me. Identity is the number one thing that is holding people back. Okay? This is why I went into identity level work, theater, psychology. I wanted to figure out this identity thing, okay? Because clearly everybody has an identity crisis nowadays, okay? Who am I? Okay? The biggest, most philosophical question that we all keep ruminating and revolving around. The real signature essence of that philosophical question leads you into spiritual truths, okay? Maybe I am your cousin, bro. How do you know I'm not? Okay, I'm your uncle, that's for sure. Uncle Makara. All relations. Okay. By the way, the Makara is the Hindu sea monster. You should do some research on that if you really want to know what that is, okay? It's what helped Lord Varuna travel in the Ganges, okay, from place to place. So it's a very powerful concept that I chose to keep as an alter ego of mine to help me activate and really make situations much more effortless for me. Because if I am a flow state coach, I gotta have that level of effortlessness to me, you know? Just ease, you know? Not really worried about what's going to happen. I have to have this like this. I get to have it like this. I choose to have it like this. I may have it. Actually, I allow myself. I give myself permission to have it. Okay? Because it's already mine. Okay? Not in an entitled way. I want you to really think about this. It's already yours. Okay? The reality that you want, the timeline that you want is already here. It's instantaneous. I want to go to Brazil. Okay? I want to go to Brazil. And then it's pointing me into the future. Right? But now it's like, when I close my eyes, I'm already in Brazil. What do you want from me, right? Because the physical world takes longer. It's like, you know, you have those little boats, right? Those little remote controlled boats. If I move that remote controlled boat, in the physical world, it's just gonna move like, really slow. The manifestation is still going to happen, still going to get there, right? But it's just going to happen slower. Okay? Hey, Oleg, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I've been struggling on how to manifest. You explained it perfectly. Good. Excellent, bro. And again, it all comes back to mind-heart coherence, bro. You know what I mean? You got to know what I'm thinking and feeling and merge it together and then come from that emptiness and from that 0 point of void, right? When you meditate, you shut your mind off almost in a sense, right? You stop the chattering mind. You stop the monkey mind going from branch to branch. You zoom in and you see all of the trees of the Amazon. That's what I'm talking about, right? You're playing the video game, then you go menu mode, and then you can pause a little bit so that you can choose the ultimate level or the reality or the map of the video game, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. I don't know what that means, Shirzak. Okay. But yeah, basically you got to understand it like it's a holiday that's coming up, right? You know, when you're expecting a holiday, you already know it's going to happen, right? Hey, I'm going to get vacation from work on this specific day. Bro, you already know you're going to get that vacation and you're expecting it. So what happens when you expect things? It starts to form, right? It starts to form the reality. So expect the best, okay? But also understand that if you don't get it, you're not so attached to that outcome either, okay? Oh, I need it to work like this. No, you don't. It's natural for you, bro. That's your natural life. I want to get 10K, man. And that, you already have 10K. Boom, in your bank account. Check. Really? But I don't have 10. Well, what was that feeling before when you checked the bank account, bro? That's what I want you to focus on. Why are you going to the end result so quickly? Enjoy the movie. Why do you have to fast forward through the movie, right? Enjoy the bliss of the movie playing out and panning out and knowing that your manifestation is like a shadow behind you. It's always there. It's already mine. It's already here. I've got it. Golden. Number one. Pure presence. Pure awareness. It's right here, baby. It's right here. Okay? Imagine I just walked out of a foursome, right? And I'm interacting with a woman. Very different. Yeah, what's up? Very different energy, right? But it's an imagination. Does it matter? Does it really matter? Right? What I did before? How does she know? You see? This is so deep, man. Joe. Oleg says, I love you, brother. It's so nice to find someone who can look for guidance. I'm just going to watch you like at church. Hallelujah. Okay? Amen. Yeah, man. I don't know. I have this vibe where people just want to do bhakti for me for no apparent reason. You know what I mean? Like, but I get it. Like, all of these ideas, thoughts, ruminations, bro, they're all thanks to, you know, the mentors, masters, gurus that I've had before me. They've really charted the path for me, you know? So Jai Guru Dev to all of them. And that's why you can listen to me, you know, and resonate with what I'm saying, because I'm in that same lineage, right? I'm in the lineage of this guy. And it's amazing. It's beautiful, right? To understand that. And yeah, so powerful, you know? So powerful. It's not that deep, just get bitches and everything's gonna get better. Okay, says Alan. Okay, you show me that, Alan. You get bitches and you show me. You manifest those bitches, okay? And again, if you call them bitches, are they really gonna show up, right? You know what I mean? Or they're all gonna be bitchy, right? In that manifestation, if you're saying, man, all these bitches, man. But you're creating their archetype. You get what I'm saying, bro? Anyway. I don't want bitches, bro. I want divine, feminine, goddess, divas, spiritual baddies. Come on now. The bees can stay outside buzzing. It's not for me, okay? But that's just a personal thing, Alan, you know? And regardless, let's talk about the struggle that a lot of people do when they manifest. They're trying to manifest, okay? They're efforting themselves to get it. Now, there is some level of effort. Obviously, like, let's say you want to get a good body, you're not going to, like, suddenly manifest abs, right? You got to go to the gym along with the visualizations to make the process smoother, easier, and so forth, right? And Oleg says, girls don't always make life better. Sometimes the best times in life is when you're alone. Absolutely, bro. Yeah, you don't need anything because you are everything, okay? You are your own divine Shakti as well, right? So if you feel fully filled and you're fulfilled with that energy, you don't really crave that feminine energy outside, right? The issue becomes that a lot of men are lopsided. They're so in their masculine or they're so in their feminine that they're not integrated. You get what I mean? And that's when the issues happen, when you're disharmonious, when you're in discord all the time, when you're getting into arguments for no reason, you know, instead of just basking in the afterglow of the wish fulfilled. So you just got to remain in the wish fulfilled, bro. Just be like, yo, I'm going to celebrate everything, even the negative. Fuck it. Even the negative, right? Like, why am I going to struggle and then not acknowledge the fact that I'm grateful for that, right? I'm going to be grateful for the bad and grateful for the good. I'm going to blame you for the bad. I'm going to blame you for the good because you changed me. You changed me, mama. You changed me, girl. Okay? You cry and stroke your shit a lot, Alan. Hey, that's why. How does a man who says, hey, just get some bitches, you know, and then makes a comment like that? You trolling, bro. But irregardless, you gotta look at this thing as a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, really though. Who you are, what the universe is, what your focus is. Focus on the essentials and don't focus on like talking about the problem so much. This is why people are manifesting more problems. You gotta feel into the solution of that problem. You get what I mean? You gotta feel into the solution of it. Alan says, nah. Women love it when I cry and stroke. Nah. Okay? Hey, women in the comments, tell me what you feel about that, bro. Because that's so strange, okay? If there are any women listening to this right now, goodness gracious, Alan, all right? But yeah, that's funny. Everybody has the spark of oneness, right? The spark of Godfidence, even in jokes like that. You know what I mean? Like, he still has his God spark as he's making that joke. You guys get that? It's not like the devil took over for a millisecond either. It's just like, hey, it is what it is, right? Oleg approved. Bruh. He's probably saying yes to something else. Bruh. You see? But yeah, anyway, whatever, bro. You do you. You know what I mean? Literally. Ah, man. That's funny. To my brother Primal. Primal Sutra. That's right, man. Primal Sutra is this idea of going back to primal, going back to oneness, going back to source, right? Like, why are we gonna create all of these different leverage packets and like obstacles in the way of our success? Let's just go back to source and, you know, let's just embrace the source. Embrace the faith that we're getting from that Godfidence. You get what I mean? If Christ is king, really you don't have anything to worry about, you know? But you keep worrying still, okay? It's like when your dad calms you down, you know what I mean? When you're like freaking out before a big thing or a big event, and your dad's just done it 1,000 times and he's just like, you got it. Piece of cake, right? It's not that big a deal, okay? You're gonna manifest whether you like it or not. So that's the energy. That's what I'm talking about. It's the energy of the Father, like that certainty of the Father, right? Which is God, telling you, you've got this. Not, I've got this. I've got this. I've got this. Okay? This is my standard. It's a God standard, not a gold standard. It's a God standard. Okay? And so this is why we're gods in training, because we're remembering the fact that we have this divine spark, right? We're slowly starting to get our acceleration wiring back, sort of like spidey senses. Yeah, even Christ called his brothers and sisters exactly before he left. And we can all do that and more. Exactly. He charted the way, bro. He wasn't looking for more followers. He was looking to create leaders. Correct? So that's the thing, man. We got to rise up in our inner Christos, man. Hey, he can even beat death like he did. Hey, I truly believe so. You know, there's some Buddhist beliefs and ideas, bro, that if you have your root guru or your yidams in mind before your death, you get taken to the Pure Lands. Like, they help you with the whole, you know, reincarnation processes and stuff like that. So even death, right, you can activate through a spiritual path working like that and having faith in, you know, your tribe, your beings, your essence, your eternity, you know? Yeah, to show us the way. And I think death is a transformation from our physical body to the metaphysical. So really, we're going into like a Bardo state or a liminal state until we, if you've ever watched the movie Enter the Void, where the floating consciousness like sees the dead body, you know, floats up, looks around, you know, goes around, and then, you know, goes into another woman's womb, right? And then gets reborn as another soul or whatever, right? Now, I'm not saying that rebirth is absolutely 100%, but I think that's a really cool way to think about it, that we are all these like transient souls, you know, that just get passed on in the mental continuum of life, right? And we gather all of this chi, prana, energy, memories, fantasies, dialogue, right? All of these things. And what remains, what is pure, is that pure awareness, that architecture of consciousness that's just in the background, right? That holds everything in place. Like, I really find that fascinating, bro, and to think like that, because it's really interesting, you know? Who even knows what happens in the afterlife? I love this cartoonist, bro. His name is Raman Nazir, and he does like these incredible comic books, and you should check out one of his comic books. It's like After Death, and there's like 5 or 6 different ideas, right? One is like it's all a movie, a play, like everybody's clapping for you at the end. Another one is like where they're just in a complete void and nothing happens. Another one is all the stuff you feel, the vibrations when you die, it gets transmuted into another vibration or a resonance field. It goes back into the quantum resonance field. Another theory goes into, you see, and he has all these theories one after the next. And it's amazing because, yo, this guy's thinking beyond the framework of being alive, going to work, doing the 9 to 5, right? He's thinking beyond it. He's transcending with these concepts. He's thinking of beauty, love, truth, afterlife, right? He's thinking about transcendence. He's thinking about, wait a minute, what if my cousin was an Anunnaki, bro? What? Right? He's thinking in different ways. He's not tapped into the modern mainstream narrative of how everything is. He's just completely in his own stream, his flow stream. I'm honestly excited to find out what comes after death. I'm not scared anymore, but I don't want to die. I love life when I can possibly experience what I can possibly experience. Absolutely, bro. The reason you love life is because that's Kundalini. That's the energy. That's the whole process of enlightenment, is feeling alive, right? Think about it. Would you rather be confident or feeling fully present and alive, which leads to more confidence? One is like you're trying to be confident, right? And the other one is just you're here now. Right? Oh my gosh, I'm active. Is this really me, bro? This is my... You mean this is my body? This is my face? Are you heating me? Right? It's like, wow! Like that. It's the awe and wonder of just experiencing that self-amusement within yourself. Understanding you're a baby that's just been born for the first time. Whoa. Right? That experience. Okay? So when you can go into blank slate mode or blackout method, then you can just be free in situations. You know, I used this blackout method when I was on a date with this girl, you know? I kind of bought the wrong thing for her or something like that. I don't remember what happened exactly. We were ordering. She had like some kind of an allergy to the thing I ordered for her to bring it back. But through that process, I was just like, you know what? As I'm going to sit down on this chair and I wait for the next order, I'm going to just erase my mind. Like, I'm just going to forget that any of this ever happened, right? I'm going to experience this restaurant, this world, this date for the first time. When I did that, bro, you started holding my hand, you started getting closer, more comfortable, right? And all these things started to happen. But why? What was it really going on there, right? What was really going on there was I didn't spiritually attach to getting her the wrong food. Okay? Now, a lot of guys would have done that. Oh my God, I ordered the wrong thing. I can't believe it. And then you manifest even worse shit, right? You carry forth that gunk storyline, okay, that trash TV storyline, and you let it play out. Whereas you got to bring that soap opera back and be like, hey, this actor is fired, bro. Hey, let's change this cast up. Let's redraft. Hey, cut and edit, print it again. Okay, put it on Netflix and Hulu, baby. Let's go now, okay? Refresh. Yeah, right? Like the start of Ed, and Eddie, okay? It's literally you have to shake it off. Literally you have to, yeah. Oh, hey. Wow, you're looking really nice, actually. Right? It changes the energy up. Completely. You just have to forget and be present. Forget and actually remember. Remember that all that's here is the now ever. Carry that shadow of manifestation as if you're living that life and gathering it through your chi line, right? Your energy sequence throughout your day. Like Surya, the god in Hinduism, right? He has the 7 chariots and 7 horses of the 7 chakras all lighting up through the sunlight, creating the resonance for Ryan G. Also, he's he's in a grappling competition right now, okay? Tapping into Surya's essence, his energy, right? So Surya really is a powerful essence that combines the energy of the sun as well as Mercury, as well as Jupiter, as well as Mars, right? They're all friends in a sense in the Hindu astrology, if you look at it like that, right? I find that stuff fascinating. Again, all of these things are just different maps. You get what I mean? So they're just different maps for us to look at, and if we can overlap the maps, we can create something phenomenal. And that's what we've done at Primal Sutra, bro. We've looked at all of these systems, all of these maps, Myers-Briggs, bioenergetics, okay? All of it. And just realize, not compartmentalize, I was going to say that. We realized the true thread, okay, that underlies it all. And that's that sine wave, that's that Primal Sutra, that's that flow state lifestyle, that's that essence, that's that every moment. I'm a moment away from momentum, and I can do whatever I deserve and I prefer, okay? And it creates a level of freedom once you do that, correct? You see, a lot of people, they use things in the external world to try to help them with their emotional regulation. They don't start from the internal, get the feeling, Christmas is coming, and then expecting the best, right, in the physical. Rather, they're going, Christmas is coming, but also, isn't there like another event happening? And also, yeah, there's too many things going on there, and then that's also another thing that I have to keep in mind. And oh yeah, what about my, friend's baseball game? I don't want to miss that. Okay, so you started off with the manifestation, and then all these other thoughts came in, like security guards going, hey, wait a second. It's like when you explore the astral and these astral security guards show up, right? Wait a second, what are you doing here? Hey, get out of here, right? Those guys. It's like that, right? You're manifesting, and then suddenly some other person, some other memory, some other toxin, some other energy, pervades and tries to infiltrate. And with that, I say, it's a part of the story. Okay? It's a part of the story. There's going to be like a little bit of resistance, a token resistance from the universe showing, do you really want it? Do you really want it though? Do you really want it though? And in that moment, I just say, absolutely I deserve it. Absolutely I deserve it. Okay? Because then I just magnetize that thing in rather than what? Pushing it away or keeping it at bay, right? Keeping it at a distance, a polite distance, like, oh yeah, this thing is there, but I don't know, I'm not really connected to it. It's almost like, in meditation, my dad said this yesterday, like you have to actually use the power of the lineage of the guru's mind. Like you're actually using the guru's mind to meditate. If you use your impure mind to meditate, how are you going to meditate, bro? Right? So I'm using my guru Geshe-la's mind and allowing that to, be my mind after a while. And then from his level of focus, of course, I can get these epiphanies, siddhis, realizations, all of it. All of it, really, And again, a lot of people can read scripture and try to get to these understandings. But again, it's like, I read scripture, but I'm guided towards the scripture. I'm not like focusing on every single word, trying to ruminate. I'm being the scripture rather than trying to read it all the time. You get what I mean? Like, you could read the Bhagavad Gita all you want, but not change your life, correct? But there's certain people who read the Gita through a fresh pair of eyes, through their own experiences, through their own craft and skill sets, right? You read a book on meditation, how do you use a guru's mind? Well, there's a process for that, right? It's called deity yoga, and there's a whole process towards it. However, just think of your family. Does your family have a guru, a kind of a deity or a guru? Are they Christian? Are they, what is your spiritual background? Just focus on that, bro. You know? So it's similar to you accessing, you know, if you say Christ, then it's like, oh, then it's Christ consciousness, right? It's a similar idea. You're just using Christ's mind, or Buddha's, you know, Dharmakaya, his mind continuum, and you're allowing that to be the substrate of your manifestation meditation, right? So it's a powerful concept. I mean, I'm learning about it still, you know what I mean? So I just made that comment, but I'm still learning the technology of how to actually apply that, use that. Because there's also like imputing an I, right? Whatever you impute an I towards, I am that, that's what it becomes, right? However, you can also impute an I on I am, right? I am Christ, I am Vishnu, I am Buddha, I am... And so you can create these different frequency changes and shifts just by uttering holy names, right? And slowly your idea of self and other start to merge. That's the flow state. You get what I mean? So it's almost like, think about this, bro. I'm going to teach you the self-hypnosis right now, okay? Because we're over time a little bit. Oh, wow, I got a little cut here. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's a sign. Okay, so anyway, let's just do this. So this is how you do the self-hypnosis. So you look up at like a slightly above eye level somewhere, and you just keep looking back at that one point, single point of focus, okay? You can do it on a virtuous object if you want. That's usually what they say in meditation too. But yeah, just choose a point and just, you know, go from 10. Close your eyes down. Open. 9. Close your eyes down. And every time you do it, your eyes get sleepier, heavier. Okay? So you do it 9. 8, you try it, the eyes get even lower, right? And you get yourself into a trance state at 1. And then you can mentally rehearse. Right? Now you've entered that alpha zone. What you really want to do is have your eyes pointed upwards as you do this. And then just kind of drop your shoulders down as you... Immediately you're going into an alpha state. This is like hacking consciousness, right? Powerful stuff. And then you can have whatever image is playing, you know, in your mind. You can play it like a movie. But think about this. Let's say that I want to be Gojo, right? That's one that I'm really excited about, right? I want to be the strongest goofball on planet Earth, bro, right? So now I watch myself take the action. Let's say I'm raising a girl. Then I see Gojo raising a girl, right? Then I see myself and Gojo raising a girl, as Gojo's my shadow. Then I see my future self, kind of similar to Gojo, raising a girl. As I've done that through multiple frameworks, right? I've done it through different lens, one frame to another frame, me and Gojo together, I'm stacking on the already existing frequency. You see what I'm saying? So now it's gone like this, like this, like this, black and white, also a animated version, and this, and that, and this, and that, right? Different versions of you, and that being, and that creature, and that guru, merging. This is the merging tech, this is the alchemy tech. Now, you're all one. You are one of one. There's nobody else but you and that being. And that being is you. right? And then just get yourself out of trance. Similarly, open your eyes 10 times. Kind of just shake it off, right? Right? And then you get out of trance. Done. Process is done. You forget about it. You go on with your regular day. It's in your subconscious now, right? You can also try this. Let's say a really annoying memory, right? Let's say someone cheated on you, okay? Let's say someone broke up with you, someone cheated on you, okay? Now you hear the voice in your head and it's telling you, like, it's her voice saying, "You lost a really good one." Or whatever like that, right? Bro, this is my accent. I don't talk like this, bro. Bro, if you want me to talk like this, I can with you, but it's not my real accent. I'd be faking this one. You get what I mean? I lived abroad, bro. That's why my accent is like this. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the girl is saying something like, "You can never have better than me," or whatever, right? "You can never have better than me." She says that. You hear it in her voice, in your head. It stings you. Ow, dude. Right? That thought is like a boom. Now what you do with that thought is imagine her voice becoming like Goofy or Elmo's voice. "You never have someone like me. You'll never have someone like me. I'm Elmo." Okay, out of trance. Now think about that girl again, bro. I feel like laughing. I honestly feel like laughing now. My state has changed, my vibration has changed. All because I edited a voice. And that's the power of neuro-linguistic programming, and that's the power of your own subconscious mind, and that's the power of your imagination. All in one. Okay? Now, you can learn more tech like this, and it's powerful. It's going to shift you. Knowing how to use subliminals is also powerful. Drinking lots of water, making sure you're listening to it right before you sleep. Okay? There's different ways to do it. Spacing the subliminal out every other day. Okay? If you're using 0-point technology. So there's lots of things that you can access with this. But the true skill is just understanding, man. It's Christmas is coming. That feeling, the manifestation is coming. Audit, you are not everything to everyone. There's non-buyers, okay? There's people who don't resonate with you. Don't focus on them. It's 222 right now, okay? That's feminine healing. Next, self-hypnosis, like I taught you. Look at a point and then go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 1. Go into a mental rehearsal technique. Visualize it. Make sure that you incorporate it throughout your day, okay? Then, meditation, okay? Meditation, at least 15 to 30 minutes, okay? Calm your mind down. Get back into an empty mind, a zero mind. Imagine that your mind is like a storm, but the sky is still not the thunder and lightning. Your mind could be storming, and the thoughts could be storming, but you are the sky. You identify with the sky. You don't identify with the rain. You don't identify with the clouds. You guys get that? That's meditation. Next, the success collage that I talked about at the beginning of this live stream. Okay? Do all of these and also some mirror work. Okay? In front of the mirror, you just look at yourself. Hey, you're the man. Just give yourself that much each day. Just a little salute, a fist bump in the mirror, a high five in the mirror, something to acknowledge the self-concept changing. Now you do all of this all at once, okay? Use these practices, involve it into your real life. This is not a party trick or some kind of a, get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a pickup artist technique. This is a lifestyle. This is a way of beingness. You manifest because you are love. You are that thing that you want. It's already here. It's already yours. You just got to tune in and wire into that norm. Let's get it today. Upward Spiral Gang, may we never be the same again. It's 4444. You already know. May we never be the same again. We're all going to make it. I'll see you in the astral. Us.